What's happening, sports fans? Trent the Great back in the building, man, on my little funky ass YouTube channel, talking that sport-ish, the name of my show. Anyway, let's get off into it, man. Let's talk about this boy, Antonio Brown of the Oakland Raiders. Now, Antonio Brown is back in the news because he wants to wear a helmet that is not mandated by the NFL. And it's being reported that Brown is upset because he can't wear his old helmet that he's used to wearing, because those helmets have been deemed unsafe, not only by the league, but also by the NFLPA. So let me get this right. The people that cut your check and the people who represent you have found the helmet unsafe, and yet you still want to wear it. Well, I mean, I tell you, this boy here, this dude here, it seems like everywhere he goes, drama seems to follow him. You know, and AB is a very talented and all-world receiver. But he is a talented and all-world headache as well. And all this comes off the heels of him having a crazy and mysterious foot injury, which turned out to be frostbite. Now, how a nigga that's in Oakland to get frostbite? That's my first question. But, you know, it come to find out, it was extreme frostbite that was caused by a cryotherapy machine, in which he went overseas to try to, I guess, get some type of healing or something like that. You know, like you used to sit in the old saunas or whatnot. Well, this cryotherapy treatment, I guess, speeds up the healing process. And he allegedly went in there with he didn't have the proper attire, all I not having on any socks on, from my understanding, and having, you know, the right footing. So, what you went in there barefoot in this ice cold ass shit, boy? I tell you, man, it sounds like something he would do, because not that he's a dumb guy. He's just, you know, very hard-headed and silly. You know, God bless him. Now, you know, with all that, it just seemed like AB, he just seemed to do too much, man. Matter of fact, let me go through some of the events on this, brother. All right. You didn't show up for practice a couple of times last year. You didn't play in the last game of the year. You requested a trade to come to find out you wanted more guaranteed money because of the trade. Probably your issues with Ben too as well. Then you got traded to the Raiders. Now you got this mysterious injury to your feet, which, like I said, turned out to be frostbite. You know, which it was kind of led that it was kind of misleading, because everybody was thinking that he might have had some kind of debilitating foot injury, and his career might have been in jeopardy. Because any kind of injury like that with your lower extremities, especially your feet, you know, those are your money makers, especially for your wide receivers and guys like that of that nature. Anyway, so now you're telling league officials you ain't gonna play unless you can get your own helmet back, you know, and if you don't get it back, you ain't never gonna play football again as in retirement. Plus you dyed your mustache blonde. God damn, I tell you. Man, AB, it's like all of that drama went down in Pittsburgh, and you had your role in it, but a lot of people came to your defense, including me. You know, I knew Big Ben had a lot to do with it. He's very arrogant and very disrespectful some bitch, you know. But it didn't let him off the hook, and it damn sure let you off the hook, because you wouldn't shut up. And you still clowning. Now, there was some that was saying that once he got to Oakland, things would be different. Not me. You know what I'm saying? But you yourself, you said things would be different. You know, you said that, I think it was at the press conference or sometime early on when you got there, you said that how happy you would be, happy to be here, you want to lead the pass behind you, and you were a leader, yada, 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 and all that kind of jazz. But that was right after you got your money. And everybody know once you about to get your money, everybody on their best behavior. But see, that's how a person can hide their true self. And you can only hide your true self for only so long. And I knew that once things didn't start going his way, or something came up that he didn't like, or something didn't navigate right in his world, this nigga was gonna go off. You know, It shows the selfishness, the me first mentality, and the all about, you know, everything has to be his way. That kind of behavior. And what happens is it gives these owners the right to hold things like this over these players' head when their contracts come up. And on top of that, you know, John Gruden, his head coach in Oakland, is seemingly defending him, which is, you know, kind of a shock. The way he, you know, went at everybody. He went at Amari. He kind of went at Khalil Mack. And you see how he did old David Carr ass. You know what I'm saying? I want tough guys. I want tough guys. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got a tough guy. You got a tough ass headache in Antonio Brown. You know. But here's a quick update, a news flash I just got. You know, if Antonio Brown does retire, he will forfeit that $30 million that the Oakland Raiders guaranteed him. You know, now this is what the old folks would say when I was growing up. They would say something like this. Something wrong with that boy. You knew it like right there. You know, yeah. This was before all this mental health stuff, all this came out. We really had all this in-depth news and you know, everything about how mental health works. Well, that's what the old folks would say. So you go with what they say. Well, something wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? He off. Now, I say something different, man. That nigga's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe that everyone has some sort of principles or their own personal beliefs. But damn, AB, I mean, you know, you take things too far, man, with your selfishness and pettiness, my brother. You know, and it ain't, some people are at fault. Like I said, Big Ben, he at fault a lot. Mike Tomlin, he's at fault. You know, the Pittsburgh Steelers ownership, they're at fault. I mean, everybody has their own, but you have to be a man that take up for your own mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And you just constantly always want your way and doing this silliness. But anyway, the league put out this memo about the helmet situation 5 years ago. And they said this, and everybody knew it was coming. Now, I'm pretty sure most players don't like it, but ain't nobody voicing their opinion like that. Tom Brady said, we ain't feeling it, you know, but he ain't like, well, I'm going to retire. F y'all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but don't get me wrong, man. I don't trust anybody in upper management from the jump. But it's hard for me to defend this, brother, especially if you are the only one out of every player who is threatened to retire over something like this. And especially forfeiting $30 million guaranteed as hard as times is. Nigga, you know how gas is? You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I say like this, AB, you something serious, man. You gonna retire and forfeit $30 million. Well, brother, good luck. You ain't a fool. You ain't a damn fool, but you a born again fool, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm Trent the Great, man, and I just wanted to drop that gem on y'all for today. I'm talking that sport-ish. And I'm out. One.